So I have a question for you today. And I have to ask, do you have as much respect for yourself as you do for the people around you? And I know your first answer right off the bat is probably like, yeah, I do. Totally have respect for myself. I respect myself. Of course I do. I am me. But do you really respect yourself? It's hard to stay motivated if you don't have the respect that you need from yourself. What do I mean by that? Like, what do I really mean by that? Well, have you ever noticed that if your mom calls and says, "Hey, I need something," you're there. You're on it. If your boss asks you to do something, you say, "How high?" 100%, I'll get on that right away. For everybody else, you might be willing to go above and beyond and do what's required, whether you like to do it or not. And you will give them the utmost respect because that's what you've been taught. But the question is, do you respect yourself? Do you have enough respect for yourself when you tell yourself, yeah, I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning? Do you do it? Or do you hit the snooze button and go, that's okay? So you disrespect yourself, basically, is what you do when you don't do the things that you promise yourself. You make a promise to anyone else, you will uphold your promise to the utmost ends of the world in order to keep it. But for yourself, you'll let yourself down. If this sounds like something that you do, you need to have a good conversation with yourself. And this is something I do on a regular basis because I make these kind of mistakes with myself all the time. I'm not perfect in any way. I am far from the example that I'm trying to set, but I'm on my way there. And I'm working every day to get to that. And that's part of the respect I have for myself. Is that even if I fail, even if I don't get to where I need to get to when I said I was going to get there, if I don't keep the promise to myself that I know I should keep, I work towards it. And I'm always working towards it. If I fail, I'm trying. If I didn't quite get it right, I know that I have to look at that and figure out how to do that better. But respect for yourself comes in many ways. Those are just the basic ways that you either show yourself respect or you don't show yourself respect. But it could be as simple as allowing the person in your life that's toxic to continue to have a place. You know you need to not be around that person or people or whoever it happens to be, your toxic work environment. But you choose to go there anyways. You choose to believe that prioritizing the others around you versus yourself is most important. And that's not right. That's not. You should always be putting yourself first. Always put yourself first before anyone else. A job, they'll most likely replace you if you were gone. In a heartbeat. They wouldn't fret. They wouldn't worry. They wouldn't be concerned. Your friends might just forget about you. Not even worry about calling you anymore. If you took a month or two and just stopped talking to everybody on Facebook, Instagram, text message, phone calls, and you chose to just fix yourself and work on yourself for a couple months, you'd be surprised how many people don't call you. You'd be surprised at how many people don't concern themselves with what's going on in your life. You'd also be surprised at how many people do. And it'd be a very good indicator to figure out exactly who's there for you and who's there for themselves. But you have to find that self-respect, the ability to put yourself first and prioritize what you want. And depending on your choices through this, you may have to reevaluate your life altogether. You may have to quit that job and find a way to pay your bills a different way because you're not going to make the same money. Or you're going to have to find new kids to play poker with because your friends don't actually like you. And they were just there for your benefits that you provide them. But you have to respect yourself. You have to give yourself the respect. And when you tell yourself and you promise yourself something, you follow through with it. You know? How many people get a gym membership but don't actually go to the gym? How many people go and buy healthy groceries and then plan on changing their diet but go to McDonald's? Like, there's so many ways, and you're going to have to reevaluate for yourself. How do you show yourself respect? How do you not show yourself respect? What do you have to do to change that? That's a lot of hard questions you have to ask yourself, but take some time, whether it's today or the weekend or any other day. Reevaluate how you show yourself respect and figure out what you need to do to improve that, because you should show yourself more respect than you show anybody else in this world. Not saying you shouldn't respect everybody else. You should always show yourself more. So if you're not showing yourself enough respect, pick that up. Be better. Show yourself you deserve more from yourself. But with that said, that's probably a lot to take in for a day, and that's probably a little bit of a hard pill to swallow. So the only thing I have to say now is stay positive, stay motivated, and be better. Have a great day.